Hi everyone, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Veronica and today we are going to try new makeup. I've got a new foundation, a couple of new blushes, and I just wanted to kind of hop on and just say hi to everybody and catch up while testing out some new makeup. And yeah, let's get into it. All right guys, I'm going to put my hair back, make sure I don't get any makeup on my hair. And let's hop right into it. Today we're going to be trying out the Dior Capture Dream Skin Fresh and Perfect Cushion Foundation in the shade 020. So now that I have opened it, let's go ahead and see. Oh, cute. Okay. So this is the packaging. Pretty cute and sleek. And it does retail, if I'm not mistaken, for $90. So we're really going to try and see if it's worth it. And yeah, so I'll try and apply it with a makeup brush, and then on the other side, see if maybe just my hands kind of what works best. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and prime with the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smoothing Primer. And I'm gonna get close so you guys can see kind of what I am working with as far as my skin goes. I do have texture. The update on that primer is I am really liking it. It says blur pores in 30 seconds with this treatment and primer in one. So, I mean, so far I have pores and I am super loving this one. And it doesn't feel like it sucks the moisture out of your skin as some blurring and mattifying kind of primers do. So I'm gonna let that sink in. It does come with this applicator, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. It's not my favorite. I don't like those just because I can't wash them, and no, I'm not into it. All right, so like I said, this is the shade 020 and this is the color. I'm gonna go ahead and test it out for you guys. It looks much lighter on my arm. I am all sorts of colors. It says, upon the first application, it's perfecting textures, fuses with the skin to help sheerly correct, unify, and enhance the complexion. So it's really right off the bat telling us it's not gonna be a full coverage foundation. It's gonna be sort of sheer, and it should just even out your skin tone. It says, throughout the day, it acts on the appearance of pores, minor redness, and shine for naturally more beautiful skin in every circumstance. The complexion, is fresh, matte, and luminous. Okay, so minimizing pores, redness, and shine. And of course, it is SPF 50. Let's just dip straight in. Okay, not crazy. So we're gonna kind of play around with it. I'm gonna get close so you guys can see. Okay, the color match was spot on. Ooh, I like that. I like the fact that it's just a wash of color. And if I see a spot that I might want to cover a bit more, I could just go in and spot conceal. But so far, I'm really liking kind of the feel of the foundation. It's thin in consistency, obviously, as most cushion foundations are, but this one's really doing a wonderful job of evening my skin out. So today we're also going to be testing out the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Multi-Purpose Glow Concealer in the shade 4.5. I'm gonna skip the correcting portion of my typical makeup routine. All right, so I'm gonna be doing the same thing, be very targeted, not go crazy. If I need more, I mean, I could always add more, but I wanna go in pretty carefully. I'll be using my Rose Ink concealer brush and just pat it in. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm really liking the fact that it is definitely brightening. As far as correcting, I just feel like I do have quite a bit of darkness under my eyes. So let's try corrector in the other eye and see what we think. it looks like it does, with the corrector, cover a bit more. Anyway, let's go ahead and fix that and I'll be back. Okay, now that I've concealed my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and use the same concealer and do some spot concealing. I am going to use the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Contour Duo in the shade Intensity 1. I'll be using my Huda Beauty Face and Cheek Color Brush, just lightly pressing into the product. As you can see, it is very, very pigmented, so I'm gonna take the excess off on the palm of my hand and then go in. I want to apply it in the areas where the sun would normally hit and turn this into a 4-head, not a 5-head. And if this ever happens to you, don't worry, meaning getting the bronzer a little too close to the center of your face, where you just want to blend out some harsh lines, you can go ahead and use your foundation brush with whatever remaining product you have on it. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do my other side and come back. For blush, I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup Bionic Blush in the shade Beyond. I finally figured it out. I know I couldn't remember last time. I'm not gonna use too much just because I am gonna use another new blush on top. You guys, I'm so sorry with this lighting. I'm trying my hardest. But I find that it gets gloomy, then sunny, then all these changes in light happen. And so I'm so sorry. I promise I will get better. You can kind of tell I'm racing, but I just realized I need to be with my family here in a little bit. So we got things to do. And like I said before, if I get a little crazy with all the product, I do want to tone it down, and I use my foundation brush. So just to play it safe, I noticed last time it did lift a little bit. I used this over powder, my highlighter by Westman Atelier. This is the shade Nectar. I'm gonna go ahead and before I even set, I'm going to place it over the skin. So it gives a pretty like balmy look, and that's what we want, right? I'm not gonna go super crazy setting my skin. I'm gonna be very targeted, but look at that. Okay, so now that I did a bit of highlighting, I'm going to set my skin with the Prisme Libre powder by Givenchy, and this is in the shade 3. And oh shoot, I forgot my puff, but we're just gonna have to make do. I'm not going upstairs. I'm too tired to be running upstairs. I am gonna lightly set my under eye. Okay, so I lied. I'm gonna need some other type of tool to help me carve out the bottom half here. So I can't find my Beauty Blender puff, but I will be using the Beauty Blender. Same powder, and I find that it helps me clean up a little bit of that contour. I like to really just dust it on and leave it on for about a few minutes. Cool, so I look a little crazy, but that's okay. We are almost done with the crazy portion of the makeup routine. Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder in the shade Medium to contour my nose. I'll be using the MAC, 239, and let's go in. So now that I've peaked in craziness, I'm gonna use a duo fiber brush and just blend it out and take all that excess powder off as well. So now that we're done with the nose contour, I am super excited to try these out. These are the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Glow blushes, obviously. I got them in the shade 40 and 51. Ooh, pretty. Mind you, I haven't even touched these. This is the shade 40, and it is called, what is it? Mania, I think. Yeah, Mania. And this one over here is Amore. I feel like I'm leaning more toward this one over here. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the shade 40 and use my Tom Ford number 6 brush. And yeah, let's see how pigmented it is. Whoa. I'm gonna set my lids, and then I will be using the Urban Decay Moon Dust in the shade Space Cowboy. Okay, so I am picking up the product with my finger. I find that it's better to do that than a brush, but do you? If you find that it's easier with a brush, go for it. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna speed through this just because I find that it's not the most exciting part of doing my makeup, so I don't want to subject you to that. And yeah, see you guys in a minute. The Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette in the shade 001 Universal. I'm gonna mix the top 2 shades, take off the excess. Alright, I'll be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in the shade Deep Taupe. Alright, now I'm gonna use the Dior Lip Addict stain in the shade 771. I used it in my last few videos ago. And just add it to the center. It's nice lightweight, a nice lightweight tint, but it has a bit of shine. So I'm using the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara and just on my lower lash. I'm so far liking the foundation. I was pleasantly surprised. It's so lightweight that I was really concerned it wouldn't have, you know, it couldn't be buildable basically, but it is. I'm really digging it. I will add an update in the description box down below, letting you guys know how it wore throughout the day. And yeah, using the same Milk Makeup setting spray. So now that my makeup is done, I'm going to share the fragrance I picked today, and it is the Mugler Alien fragrance. It is my ultimate favorite. I will link that fragrance down below, and that is it for me. I am done for today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Again, if you like this type of content, make sure and subscribe. And do not forget to hit that post notification bell so you know every single time I upload. I'd love to see you guys here again on my next video. And until then, take care. Bye.